Missing, hang tight. Whoop, there we go. Welcome on in. Welcome back. Thank you guys so very much for waiting. Hang tight with me for just a second. My audio is completely messed up today because something with the stream deck has changed and I need to figure it out. Hi, thank you. Mango, good morning. Yep, still good morning for like 9 minutes. Good morning. No worries. I went missing. I was gonna call a search party. I'm here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. If you're new, if you're just joining us, welcome on in. We played a little bit of Tomodachi Life this morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play some Wild World. I haven't streamed this in a while, but I play it pretty much daily. This is the YouTube playthrough. I do a Let's Play. I record and do an episode pretty much every week. I play almost every day, even if it's just for like a little bit. And then I like, I record content for it. It's been fun. It's a different kind of playthrough than my other ones. And I'll be honest, it's been a little stressful. A little bit stressful trying to remember to sign on every day and make sure I'm recording, because there's one instance where I wasn't recording and I felt bad about that one. But it's different. I'm learning a lot about this game, and I didn't otherwise know as much about this one as I did the others, so. Yeah, I usually tend to release an episode the day after an event, so like EA Day was on, I think, Sunday, so we had an episode on Monday, I think. I don't think there's anything this week, so it's probably gonna be like Sunday I'll upload, because I'll record Saturday, knowing me. Y'all are gonna have to let me know how that audio is. I might turn it up, I might turn it down, whatever your preference is, but, yeah, welcome on into Memento. My hair is, this is not my usual style, it's just, I'm trying to get a retro achievement. Actually, if you do exclamation point game, or if anyone does exclamation point game, you'll be able to see, we're playing this through RetroArch. Obviously not on original hardware, although I do still own my copy of the game. And, I'm also trying to earn as many retro achievements as I can, which is linked there if you show, or if you do the command. Tomodachi is fun. It was good. We added in someone new. We had a breakup. We have crushes. It's good. Also, our island is the final size. Also, if you see me looking at my phone, I have a tracker app thing for Wild World that I've been using. And I want to catch some bugs and fish today, so I'm going to be kind of using that as reference. Although, right now, Rosie and Lester. Yeah, Rosie, actually, sorry, Lester initiated it, and then both of them were sad about it. So, that's the thing. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna chat with our villagers. We're gonna do our watering, because that takes up a really big part of my day. And then we'll do dailies and all that fun stuff. Oh, okay. Roscoe is out. I think the thing that has, like, the older games, the villagers always kind of came and went as they pleased. This game, they really are in and out quite quickly. No one stays in town for, like, that long normally. Jackpots. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be streaming this for the entire rest of stream. I don't know what else we'll do. I don't know if it's gonna be a Pokemon type thing or a Mario Kart type thing or what have you. We'll see. I don't know what mood I'm in. Sweet, look who's here. Let's cheer. Give me a ladder. Did you sleep well? I did. I slept like a big sleepy log. Eating vegetables isn't any fun, but candy makes me happy, so I chow on it like crazy. Oh, maybe that's what's making me so hyper. Is that, but is that so bad? What do people expect of me? No, I haven't bought that. Sims, potentially. Potentially. I think I set it up so I could use controller. I don't remember what my, oopsies. I don't remember what my controller scheme was, though. So, that could be fun. The now defunct Sims Mobile. I'm gonna raise you Sims 3 even though it runs like a potato. Fields of Mystery. I'm actually waiting for that to fully release. When that fully releases, like in 1.0, I'm gonna do a full playthrough. But I refuse to touch it before then, because Like, I don't know, I kind of got burned. And it's not like in a bad way. Hey, that one Cloud, thank you so much for the 44.
Press Bob Love.
It's not in a bad way, but I realized, at least for myself, I don't really enjoy playing early access games. I don't mind buying them, I don't mind supporting them, but I don't really like playing them before they're, like, done. I don't know. I tried that with my time at Sandrock, and I love my time at Sandrock. Not gonna play early access, I'm just gonna wait. I'll be patient with Evershine. Dynamax Adventures, Coral... Yeah, Coral Island was another one. Coral Island pissed me off because I'm pretty sure that said it was done, and it was not done. This is already what you want. Yeah, no, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah, we got options. Loads of options. This is my issue with Outbound. The demo is good, but there's some issues, and now it's soured it a little bit, even though they're likely fixed now. Mike and I have played Outbound a bit. It's good. It's fun. We did the demo, and we've played a bit of the main story, or the main game now. What's up? Crystal, do you know much about crossbreeding flowers? Of course. I'm impressed. You have quite the green thumb. But I seriously doubt that you love flowers as much as I do. I don't know. I'm the one who's been making all the hybrids in town. Mango, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner. But yeah, we could do some, So here's the thing. Like, part of me is like, oh, I could get the ZA hunts and stuff out of the way, but I'm literally dependent on RNG giving me the thingy that I want. And I hate that. I hate it. Should I shower, walk, then find real food, or walk, food, and then come back to shower? I think the second. Walk, food, then shower. And then you can just chill, you know? I think that sounds like a plan to me. You're not feeling well? Ugh, my throat's killing me. I really hope I'm not getting a cold. Are you okay? I can taste the music. Oh, it tastes like peas. I'm totally delirious. Okay, so music tastes like peas. Write that down, chat. Write that down. Okay, so I gotta remember to buy medicine. For Drake. I'm that prone to colds. I probably just got it off him. Oh no. There we go. These flowers are always trying to wilt on me. And I really don't appreciate it because those are my fancy flowers. Also, I'm pretty good about finding them, but if y'all happen to see a dig spot that I missed, please let me know. Please let me know. Oh. Hang tight. Hang tight. What are y'all doing overlapping my bottom screen like that? That's very rude of you. There we go. You can't be overlapping the bottom screen. We need to see how pretty those clouds are. We are the bottom screen now. Oh, right. Question of the day, for those who missed it. This is very much because I decided to play Wild World this morning. Question of the day is, what Nintendo DS game do you think you spent the most time on? And if you didn't have a DS, if you did not play a DS, you can choose another system. But what game do you think you spent the most time in? I think mine is very much a tie between this and Heart Gold Soul Silver. And then a humble mention to Sims 2 DS, Harvest Moon DS, and Nintendogs. Animal Crossing, yeah. I love the idea of cats, but I'm allergic. I've had to stay somewhere with a cat for the past 4 days. Oh no! That's always the worst. Yeah, allergies suck, especially if it's something that you actually would like and you want to be around. Like, I have allergies to pollen, and like I'm not too fussed. I don't want anyone to give me flowers. I just don't really. That's not my thing. But like sometimes I just want to spend time outside without dying. You know. Counting 3DS Tomodachi Life, not counting 3DS Mario Kart DS or Pokemon Black. Probably Platinum. Yeah. See. Okay. This is a personal pet peeve. This is such a stupid thing, but I always get this weird... How do I explain this? I get, not upset, but like it always trips me up when people lump the 3DS and the DS together. Like they're entirely, like yes, it still has DS in the name, but like, you know what I mean? Like they feel so different to me. I never had a DS, so I'll go with GameCube, which is probably either Wind Waker, Smash Bros. Melee, or Super Mario Sunshine. Friends, I'm not saying it's happening soon, but I might be saying it's happening soon. Wind Waker, it might be time for the annual playthrough. But a little different. Oh, they don't like my immune system. Yeah. Yeah. What happened to your face? Oh, wait, man. Never mind. My bad. What do you mean, what happened to my face? Catch any sweet fish lately? I hear fish heads all over, freaking over horse mackerel. You know, why don't we see who can catch a horse mackerel? Win and I'll give you a prize. Not that that'll happen. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's officially on. You just like to lump them together. It's kind of like... And like, I'm assuming this is... probably people who aren't as aware of gaming stuff or parents or like what have you, but I used to occasionally get comments on my YouTube tutorials and stuff that would be like, oh, will this work on my Nintendo? Which one? Which one? I don't know what Nintendos you got. It gets me every time, and it's the exact same thing when like people talk about the 3DS but talk about the DS at the same time. No, Silver, actually, separate. Separate. Got any plans for Banjo-Tooie? No, unfortunately. You know, the Nintendo. There we go. Oh, I caught a horse mackerel right away. Means we get 2 playthroughs. Despite the same thing, they're not the same thing. One's a newer, upgraded version of it. Yeah, exactly, exactly. There we go. But, Amy, welcome back. I think with Tomodachi Life, not too much happened right at the very end. We watched the news. People were playing mud volleyball. That's it. Everything is just a console. A load of carbs. You're too fast for your own good, man. Well, the race doesn't always go to the beefiest dude. Wimps have got to win sometimes, too. Wow, jeez. In return, you get 530 bells. He's just moved in. He's already insulting me. You're marked, Crystal. Next time won't be this easy for you. I don't know how I feel about you. Oh, really, Drill? Interesting. Oh god, Gracie's here. Yeah, see... I was gonna say, Cobalt, like, I think it's almost Nintendo's fault for having the Switch and then the Switch 2, but like, the PlayStation... Like, those don't get confused, even though it's always just, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this, Hitman? Oh, hi, bud. What's up? I mean, you're not a bud, you're Roscoe, but... you're not doing anything big, right? Of course not. That's why you gotta sneak a peek at this letter. To Roscoe, everything I say is a lie. Or is it? Aha, you'll never know. A liar, or am I? I like how it's just Gracie's head popping up over the letter. I mean, I think with the PlayStation, you can call it Wi-Fi Router 5 and people would get it. It's funny because our modem looks like the PS5. Oh, have you been playing it, Silver? I hope you're enjoying. Okay, we'll talk to Gracie later. I'm not emotionally prepared for her to destroy my look. You're loving it? That's good. Let me just swap these. I have like a certain order I like these to be in. There we go. And again, if you guys see that little pop-up in the bottom there, that's just the RetroAchievements site, which honestly is really cool if you haven't checked it out. I really, really love the idea of it. Philwyn, hello, how are you doing? Here we go. I gotta make sure. There's always like wilted flowers in this area. That's why this is all gone. Okay, but nothing back there though. Surprising. Very surprising. And Matilda's not in. Peanut, are you home? You're home. Okay. Wait, so you're a morning person too, are you? It's a little after morning, but okay. Since you're so peppy, maybe you can give me a hand cleaning up. Let's chit-chat. Listen up, we're gonna have us a little battle. This contest to see who can catch the rarest fish. My entire reputation is on the line here, so I totally can't lose. The rarest fish? Okay, let's get to it. Let's go. I don't think I've seen that challenge before. I don't know if I want to give you the rarest fish. What time is it in game? Oh. We're a few minutes behind. I guess it's not synced to real time right now. I was like, you sure it's the afternoon now, but what's up with the fish battles? I don't know. My villagers have been, she's very into fishing at the moment. It seems like they kind of go through these little phases. And right now her thing is just fishing all the time. Oh, hello. Hi there, champ. I think I'm getting a new pet fish. So what's a good name for my new fish? We got some solid options here. We got a cute name. We got Ruby. We got Sushi. I do like a food-based name. Jaws. That's a funny reference. Mr. Fish. Sounds very official. Which one do we like better? Which one are we? I'm gonna do a whole poll for this. You can't stop me. Y'all can't stop me. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Which one? Oh, I appreciate you going to do that, Silver, though. I do appreciate that. I'm a little scared to click out because sometimes OBS and this program don't work nicely together. Alrighty, it seems like people are kind of vibing with Mr. Fish. There is a humble vote for, oh, a couple votes now for Sushi. Alright. Sushi's the name of a cheap cheap. Ooh, hiccup, sorry, and Paper Mario as well. I need to revisit Paper Mario at some point. I played, what was that game? Escape from Ever After a while back, and I really enjoyed it. That game was really fun. Kind of similar vibes-ish. Best of luck, Brandon. I need to get back to my Fire Red work as well. I was hatching some eggs there. Already, did you all just tie it? Michael? Which name do you prefer for a fish? Sushi or Mr. Fish? Mike says sushi. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, really cool, thanks. Okay, since you helped me name my new fish, I'll give you this. And take care of it, okay? It wasn't easy finding a common floor. So don't go crazy and drop chocolate ice cream on it. Hey, Sparks. These villagers are something else. And Big, hello, welcome on in. There we go. Okay. And for those just joining again, by the way, welcome on in. We started today with some Tomodachi Life. Had some shenanigans. The episode will go up in a few days. They're a day or two back now. Or you can always watch the VOD on here as well if you're interested. You enjoy your food, Cobalt. We'll see you later. At the moment we're playing some Wild World. This is the town of Memento. It's the one I started on January 1st this year. And it's the one that I'm doing like weekly Let's Play episodes for over on my YouTube channel, if you happen to be interested in any of that. Lemongrass, you have a good one. I kind of haven't streamed this in a while, actually. Oh, no! No. No. Anyway, haven't streamed in a while. And I figured it was about time to do it. I play this pretty much every day, but it's kind of nice to like have some people to talk with while I'm doing my dailies and stuff. Last night, I made a little wish that you'd come visit me today. Wrote my wish on a piece of paper over and over again, and now you're here. Do you just want me to visit? Is that why you're moving? I haven't put much thought into this, but it's time for a change. That's right, I've decided to move to another town for a while. I'm so glad that you've been my friend for all this time. No. I don't want to say much, but there's a bit of a family crisis. So don't make any fuss and I'll just leave quietly. Oh. I think I already have her picture, but I'm still upset because she's a cutie. Oh. 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 Okay, you're happy after your conversation, so that's good. Sorry for keeping you waiting and stuff. Today's theme is riddles. So let's get started. Tell me this, during the day yesterday, how much weight training did I do? I'm gonna say you did a lot. Oh. Okay. The correct answer was, I full-on rocked out a level 12 workout. Huh? You don't know what that means? Actually, me neither. He's like, I don't know. I feel like that was a little rigged against me, perhaps. Yeah, so she's kind of fancy, kind of rare. No brain, only muscle. Okay, so we're gonna grab that. And I'm trying to get another black rose because I accidentally watered my single black rose with a gold watering can while it was wilted. Which is how I got a gold rose. But that's not what I want. I need a black rose to get a blue rose, I think is what I was working on. Okay. Got our fossils assessed. Would you ever consider streaming Animal Crossing like you do Tomodachi? Just asking as an Animal Crossing fan. I probably could. I probably could. Just like a beginning, like, hour or so of stream. I wouldn't be opposed. Let's check a fossil. I've been so incredibly burnt out with anything Animal Crossing to play. That's fair. That is very fair. I know by the end of each of my playthroughs, because I've been doing this for a few years, I did City Folk, then New Leaf, then Animal Crossing GameCube, now Wild World. By the end of the playthrough, we're like, I've been pretty much mainlining just this for the entirety of the year. Like, I'm good. I'm good for that previous game. I get that feeling. Yes, it's called, I think, a Jacob's Ladder in the previous entries before ACNH, and then they changed it for ACNH. Maybe fixed is the right term. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm a big believer. You know, if you're not feeling it, don't force yourself. Dinosaur track, okay. I've already donated all the fossils, so it's just extra bells. Yeah, it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. It is weird though, because I think it's this game or the GameCube one where he'll talk about like ways to cook the fish that you donate to him. But in later games, I'm pretty sure he doesn't go into that. He like acts like he doesn't eat them. There we go. Okay. Another thing I've been doing, this is definitely not my normal hairstyle at all. I've been trying to do all the different hairstyles for a retro achievement here, so I'm actually just gonna work on the next one. Which isn't too bad looking. I have a guide on my phone. It's okay, he'll eat up the coelacanth you spent hours to find. Yeah, I don't think I found one still in this save file. I'll talk to you first. My hairdresser's intuition tells me that you'd like a new do. You don't have to say it, I know what you're thinking. Do my hair, please. Okay. Alright then, I'll need to take these things off your head before I get started. Well then, sugar, in order to give you a style that reflects the true you, I'm gonna ask you a few questions first. Now tell me, when do you want your style to really come alive? So I'm following a guide, so I'm gonna say big nights. Of course you want to look your best on important occasions. I'll bet you're just the toast of every party, aren't you? Well, duh. Not really. I sure did suspect that you'd say that. Well then, please tell me, if your ideal hairstyle were a song, what kind of song would it be? A power ballad. I knew you'd say that. You have this sentimental side to you, so I'd say. You're the approachable type. Well, back to your hair color. We're gonna go gold. And mysterious. I'm so glad my sister and I both had this game because they locked the final store upgrade and thus the new hairstyles. Yep. Between someone visiting. I had a save file where I did have this unlocked because I had a friend who played. And then they moved and I reset, which was not smart. There we go. New hairstyle. Thank you. This is actually quite a bit better. It's kind of cute. Okay, let's see what they got upstairs. No bald. No, unfortunately. I'm currently collecting pieces of like the fruit furniture. The apple clock, the melon chair, stuff like that. And I still need to look into seeing if I have it all. So I think I've got quite a bit of it. Oh, whoops. I need medicine. I forgot about Drake. Almost. Yep, the fantasy room. Which I think someone in the YouTube comments actually gave me a suggestion about creating a secondary character. Because they're not going to take... It's not like there's going to be a new house because they'll just be up in the attic with a second bed. But I think their storage is separate from what I've heard. So we could see fantasy if I really start running out of storage. I mean, to be fair, I also live in the attic. Okay, nothing that I really want, although I'm not gonna lie, that flame shirt is iconic. The new town tune, isn't it cute? I think it's kinda cute. Okay, I'm gonna go give this to Drake before I forget, because I will. And then... oh goodness me. Leave our town. And then we're gonna probably look into the fish and bugs that we can catch right now. Did I already water this? I don't remember. Oh, whoa, my legs are as wobbly as grape jelly. Specifically grape jelly, though. You're so thoughtful. I definitely didn't almost forget. I hate medicine. Blech. Talk about gross. There we go. I'll bring him some more tomorrow. Hopefully I remember. But yeah, let me take a little look-see here. The app that I use has a really handy little feature where as long as your date and time are the same as IRL. I don't think there's another way to change the time on this. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, is there? Be kind of cool if there was. It'll tell you like what bugs and fish you can actually currently catch based on the time it is on your phone. So for example, I can catch the ant, except I can't because I don't have anything to put out for them. The bee... I think that's shaking trees. Those are always really difficult to catch. The birdwing butterfly. It's very rare though. Flying near flowers for that one. The fly is gonna be the same thing as the ants. A pond skater is uncommon, but it's on the rivers and ponds. The snail that's gonna be in the rain. I did catch the frog the other day, so I'm gonna mark that one off. The goldfish can be in the river. The guppy can be in the river. Killifish. We have a couple river fish, so maybe I'll start there. Yeah. We have a long time to get the fly and the ant. I normally try to get them... Oh, there's a balloon. Heck. Oh well. I normally try to get them around the same times that I remember. I think they spawn on flowers in this one, yeah. Balloon, where? You guys gotta keep an eye on that screen up there, okay? That's where all the balloons be. Balloon run. You know how upset I was yesterday that I missed out on my KH? I was so bummed yesterday afternoon. But I'm looking forward to diving into it more next week. Because we're gonna be focusing on it. Well, it should be fun. Dive, exactly, exactly. Also, I really don't like fishing in this game. It's this game and City Folk. It's the exact same problem. I feel like it's just so tedious. The other games, I love it. I do, but... Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, could you imagine if I had tried to stream anyway? And, like, tried doing the, like, flow motion and stuff? I probably would have thrown up. Okay. This side is a bit easier for me. Okay, maybe not that far down, though. Please. Please stop changing sides. Ugh, fishing in this game is the worst. There we go. The fish is like, no. So the good news is that I know that I can recognize every time I catch something new because I get a little pop-up from RetroAchievements. So I know that that one wasn't new. Might please KH3D for a special occasion. But yeah, friends, I don't think I'm fully clear to announce anything quite yet, but I will say I think we have an event next week. I usually donate, actually pretty much every time I donate, as soon as I catch something, so we have an event next week on stream. So you guys might want to come by and hang out. We're going to be doing something kind of cool, kind of different. Where are all my fishies? They know that I'm on the hunt, on the lookout for them. Nah, marriage is a very expensive piece of paper that I do not need personally. I don't need any ocean fish, but you know what? I may as well. There we go. I definitely didn't just catch a relative of Marina. I would never do that. We shall see. We shall see. Marina's moving well. We got a new Marina. Oh my goodness. Now go give it to her. If they would just accept gifts like that, I would have. I would, just to be funny. You know, maybe I'll go inside and come back outside and see if that doesn't respawn fishies here. It's mean. I mean, to be fair, some of the villagers, like I'm looking at those hamster villagers, they come with the hamster cage item. That's not even people giving it, like they just come with it. I'm assuming also some of the frogs do too. The birds have the bird cages, yeah. Okay, why are you the only thing I'm catching? Yeah, I feel like this game might operate kind of like Animal Crossing GameCube, where there's like only a certain amount of spawns at once, if that makes sense. So like if I was to scare away or catch this fish, it opens up another spawn that could happen, or this frog, I guess. So. Hear me out, we serve that octopus up for dinner in a nice sauce. We'll call it marinara. Too soon. Sparks, maybe. There we go, we caught it. When you can catch its attention right away, that's like the best. This was new! Okay. Killed chub, let's go ahead and donate that. I caught me. Oh, hi. Don't ask for that fish. Hey, I just came up with the absolute perfect nickname for you. It's written all over your face. Want to hear it? Sure. It's gorgeous. I don't know about that one. But I think I like it better than Champ. Oh, I don't even get the option to say no. Okay. Yeah, I can't complain about the bells we'll earn. Like, it's a lot easier in the newer games. Is this flirting? A pale chub. You know, I'm sure that these are technically edible, even so I don't think there are too many people who actually do eat them. As if one were to batter them with some delectable spices. There we go, so that's 30 fish total. I'm just gonna grab my tracker here. So that was the pale chub. It has been donated. Okay, back out we go. Father, sir, are we running a museum or a restaurant? I think that's asking the real questions. Oh, I wonder if I should go give... Was it Peanut? We're doing that little competition with? I don't know what they classify as a rare fish. But maybe I should try giving them Marina. I mean... The octopus. Oh. I heard something. Someone... Oh, okay, you guys are just talking. Okay. Let's see what they consider rare. How are you doing? Oh, I can't do it. I can't catch a stupid fish. But I'm the one who came up with the idea. Oh, I'm just a big failure. You've gotta wait a bit longer. You just gotta. I guess I don't have what the game would consider rare. What are they talking about? You just started, you finished the prologue. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. It looked fun from what I saw of it, but... Like, you know, I think if you like one Lego game, you're probably gonna like most of them. And then by the time I cast, it's like... The fish is gone. It just wasn't even there to begin with. Where did it even go? Did it go into the bridge? Alright, oh, it went under the bridge. Okay, I got you. You want a Lego Ninjago game similar to the new Batman? I know it's not gonna happen because, understandably, IP-based games are probably a lot more lucrative for them. But I want more Lego City Undercover. That was good. Give me more of that, you know? My favorite Animal Crossing game? I like all of them, but honestly I think Animal Crossing GameCube is just my favorite. It's very much nostalgia. But Marcus, how are you doing today? Oh, no, no, don't go down that way, don't go down that way. Okay, now you can go down that way. Is it really? A lot of people haven't. A lot of people either started with this game, I've found, or they've started with, New Leaf or ACNH. Give us a new Lego Marvel superheroes. They ended on a cliffhanger. I do. I just think the villagers are just so fun. I don't know. I'm nostalgic and obviously very biased, but there's a certain amount of charm with the older games. You started a New Leaf, yeah, a lot of people. It was a good time to start too, it was a great game. Also corny, Sora, I hope you're all having a good day. Welcome on in. That's not the bee right there. Is that different from the one that was on my list? I feel like I've already caught that. It's a honeybee. Okay, so the bees in the trees are different than those bees. Got you. Got it, because it was like 20 bucks. Yeah, sometimes it would go on sale, or there was like the... What was it called? The like special hits or whatever for the 3DS where it had like the red cover? Select games. Yeah, Nintendo Selects, that sounds about right. They made me cry the first time I played this game. Oh, that's a new one. That is a loach. Perfect. Let me mark that down. Yeah, why they were changed to wasps. I think one of the other games will say like, oh, is this a Hylian loach? Yeah, I got just the basic ACNH because I got it pretty close to when it first came out. I think within like a month or so. But then I got a digitally a second version later, I think. Pretty sure I had a couple of copies. But I am Hylian, that's true, maybe I am the Hylian loach here. I think it's only the GameCube one that says you don't suppose it's Hylian, do you, when you catch a loach? It sounds like something GameCube would do. When I hear loach, I think of a friend of mine who makes smoothies of them. Sounds repellent, I know, and to be honest, it is. Ooh, I say the stench. Oh. You bought the game weeks before they announced Welcome Amiibo. I remember when they announced that, and like just how big of a shift that was, because it really brought people either back or into the series. And it's crazy, it was crazy times. Such a big update for... At that point, the game was a good few years old, so... Why must you always be facing downstream? Why must you do this to me? Oh, give me a second. Sorry about that. Okay, I caught a tin can. No, I had like a little tickle in my throat. Yeah, sure, Sparks, why not? If you feel comfortable sharing. Yeah, for that price for that sort of game, like obviously not everyone was gonna have the same amount of value or game time out of it, but like I played ACNL for a long time. Long time. Made a lot of content for it, just played a lot on my own. Oh, actually, speaking of the older 3DS and stuff, I was we don't want to talk about how many 3DSs I own. I'm gonna start off this story by saying we don't talk about how many I own. There's a handful, there's a few on a shelf. We don't worry about it. There's quite a few, and again, it's between, I'd say between myself and Mike. Mike only had one, but his is on the shelf too, okay? And there's a couple capture cards and, like, you know, a couple different models. What? You're a shelf, hon. 3DSs, yeah. So I was on a bit of a hunt yesterday because I was looking and checking to see what game I played the last time I played a Gen 3 remake. It was either Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. I played Sapphire last time. And I was like, I know that I own Ruby physically. So I have a digital save file somewhere of Sapphire. And then it became, what 3DS was I playing? So I had to like start booting them all up. My original 3DS, it's the purple, dark purple one. It won't power on without being plugged in. Its screen has yellowed, its buttons are more or less unresponsive. Mike's is also doing the same thing. And it makes me so sad. But, you know, they're older. I still have my totally fine working 3DS XL and 2DS XL, so... Yeah, yours went through a lot. About to have her own Nintendo museum. I thought the 3DS lineup was great. I loved it. I liked the 2DS, the 2DS XL, the 3DS XL, the regular 3DS. And they had a lot of different colors and cool things. And Pokemon Girl, probably. Anyway, long story short, unfortunately, I found the save file. Well, at least I found the system with Sapphire on it. It didn't have a save file, so I had rebooted at some point, which means I have 2 blank copies of the Gen 3 remakes. I thought I had one at least I finished the game copy, and I don't. So when we stream, we're going to be playing Omega Ruby. And then at some point down the line, I'm going to need to play Alpha Sapphire probably on my own. Part of the brain that controls emotions and fight or flight response. This means that people are more prone to heightened anxiety, increased sensitivity, stronger emotional responses. Your big feelings are because of your noodle joints. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting correlation. Yeah, so it's like just extremes. Don't you want my arched window? You could always pay Nook's regular price of 1,810 bells for it. What do you say? Sure. What? Did he just act like I'm being mean because I have a lot of money? Fuzzy Nachos, welcome. I hope you're having a good one. And also for anyone who didn't hear my tale of woe, but the woe is me being silly and not thinking things through. I had a copy of Omega Ruby. Well, I still have the copy. I still have the cartridge. It's fine. That's a really big fish. Where are you? I bought it around the time it came out, and I played it, and I loved it. I love that generation. I like that remake a lot. But I had a friend in college who was super into Pokemon. He knew the competitive side of things, he did the shiny side of things, and like I was very unaware of any of that. I just kind of played through the main story and that was it, right? And one day I mentioned to him that I had stumbled across someone on Twitch who was shiny hunting in Omega Ruby and they were deck snapping and I thought it was really neat. And he's like, okay, hand me, I think it was hand me your cartridge. And I think he popped it into his system. And essentially what he did, I believe, is he transferred over all of his Pokemon, which was essentially the living decks that he had, in Pokemon Bank, I think, into my save file, and then transferred them back out. So I was able to get the shiny charm in Omega Ruby. And I shiny hunted on that thing, and I loved it. It was fantastic. At some point over the years, I probably reset that save file. And I want to get it back. So I've been working on a living dex with Pokemon X, and I'm nearly done. And Omega Ruby is the next game I'm going to be working on. And one day I'm going to get that shiny charm back. But it's going to be earned through my own hard work, not, you know, my friend sitting there for like 20 minutes. Oh, I was a friend in college. He's actually a friend. He was not the one who introduced Mike and myself, but he was there the first time we met, which is kind of interesting. But yes, that's half the reason why I want to play Omega Ruby again, beyond just it's been like 7 years, and I really, really like that game. I want to work on that Living Dex. Okay, nothing new. Oh, I didn't realize we were full. Wild World, yes indeedy. Cinnamon Toasty, how are you doing today? Welcome on in. We're just doing some fishing. I'm trying to catch some like bugs and fish for I guess May. And we found a few. We got the pale chub and the loach, I think. There's a few more I could probably find. I know, yeah, the Wild World and City Folk soundtrack is very good. Can you pick a color for me? Blue? Is that an option? All that hard work for 2,000 bells. It is not easy earning money in this game. I don't know why I asked you. I knew you'd say that. It's the default option. There is no other color. I don't know what you're talking about. Equipment. There we go. I'm actually just gonna go round up some fruit, I think, while we're talking about making bells. I need to do this more often. I planted all these foreign fruit trees and I never remember to harvest. As a Canadian, do you use American spellings like color instead of color? So, sometimes, yeah, it depends on the word. It depends on the word. Oftentimes my autocorrect will also autocorrect to the American spellings. Yeah, like I'll flip-flop, I'll use either. But I think more often than not, I'll do the Americanized. I've told the story before, but in college, I had an assignment and the teacher was very, very, oh, no, you're not the one I need, never mind. She was very, very strict about spelling, you know, punctuation, all that stuff. Which, fine, you know, I didn't have a problem. And I liked her course. Up until this point, I liked her as a teacher. I didn't have a problem with her. And her course was very, very easy for me. I just kind of flew right through it. So I finished the assignment first. I just got it done. It was like a multi-month assignment. And I just got it done and got it finished really quickly. It wasn't sloppily done or anything like that. Like I actually took my time, made sure it was good. But the problem is that I wrote it up in Microsoft Word. And I was writing our spellings for things like color. And little did I know behind me, Microsoft Word's autocorrect was correcting it silently. It wasn't telling me that it corrected anything. To color with it without the U. I got docked 20% on that assignment, which is the maximum she could have docked for spelling. Because autocorrect. I have not forgotten it. I would have had perfect on that assignment. I got 80% instead. Because she had like a certain amount of like strikes for like your spelling and stuff. I got so mad at that, but I was just like, whatever. I mean, clearly it's not whatever. I've been out of school for 10 years and I still remember it. Yeah. I think it's just the fact that I'm pretty sure it was Microsoft Word I was typing it in, was just quietly just behind my typing. It was just like, fix, and not telling me. It didn't give me like a little squiggle or anything to be like, hey, I fixed something. And then I read it over and like, it's still a proper pronunciation, or sorry, a proper spelling of color, so my mind didn't see it as an error. Oh, Pokemon Girl, yep. Yep. The brows. Strikes again. Yep. Yeah, that was a bit of a sour note, because that was one of my final courses. And up until that point, like, I got on really well with that teacher, but that really just ticked me off. Okay, so I'm not looking forward to it, but I think I might do some tree shaking. See if we can't find that bee. I always struggle to catch the bee in these games, or the wasp in later ones, I guess. I can't remember if I could have or not. And the thing is, I got it done early, and I handed it in early. So I can't remember if it was like, oh, it's finalized once you hand it in, or if I could have done anything about it, but I think by that point I was like, no. So. Yeah, whenever my computer updates, I'm on Windows 11 now, and I've noticed whenever it does an update, when I turn my computer back on, it'll switch to the Canadian keyboard. And I'm like, no, like, I actually have it on the American one for a reason. Actually, I don't even think it's American, is it? It's just English, Canada, and then US at the bottom. That's what I apparently use. Oops. Sorry about that. But the amount of times I've went to type, like what you're saying, like a question mark, and then it's something else entirely. Isabel, welcome! I've had a wide start. A weird, maybe, start to today? It's not getting any better, but here I am. It's going alright here. We started with a little bit of Tomodachi Life this morning. Obviously we're playing some Wild World now. I think so, Rebecca. I think so. But it's funny because I actually have two keyboards in front of me. This is the Tomodachi Life keyboard. It's just a cheap USB keyboard. And it's a slightly different layout than my regular one in front of me. So I assume this one might be like... Actually, I don't know what this is. It has some weird buttons to it. Yes, it does. A lot of, Switch games, if it brings up the Switch's keyboard, so like Animal Crossing, oh hi, I'm a tater now. If it brings up the actual Switch or system keyboard, then you can use a USB keyboard, which is very handy. Wild, I got you. I refuse to get the up-to-date Microsoft Office as I'm not paying a subscription for it, so I still have Office 2007. Oh, my mom was rocking 2007 for so long. And then I think through my school, I was able to get her... Oh god, it was like a I want to say 2013 or something version. But yeah, I've completely dropped Office. I used to be on it, but I use like Google what is it, Google Docs and such now. Ollie's good. He is actually in here. He is actually up on his cat tree right now. He's napping. Yeah, I remember... I think 2013 is the latest that's not subscription-based. It would make sense, too, because that was the year I started college. So that would have been around the time where I would have had that. Oh, you can't transfer. Yeah. Yeah, I think towards the end of my college years, like I was in college from 2013 to 2016. Around that final year is when I think people were starting to really use, at least within my like classes and my social circles, people were using Google Docs to like write assignments together. Even before that, I guess. 2013, 14, 15. Before that, I remember it was a bit more tedious to do. It's kind of nice. We didn't have MS Office licenses, and they were using LibreOffice instead. I appreciate LibreOffice being free. I used that for a little while. I actually had that on my old computer. I didn't mind it, but I'll just use Google Docs. It's easier. There we go. So now I have some bells. I'm gonna put some bells down towards my home loan, I think. Although, you know what? Just in case, let me see if we can make any more monies. We use LibreOffice to generate PDFs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Something lost? I mean, we definitely have 10 items. No biggie. What do you got? Orange jumpsuit. That, I didn't read that, right? Misty shirt, number 23. Okay. All of it's mine. Thank you. Look at all these items I've never held before. They're mine now. Unsub, can't believe you're a thief. Hey, I hadn't even sold them yet. I was just taking them and I was going to return them, but now you've set me on the wrong path. Yeah, it's a little different in this game with them for sure. You just use doc slide sheets, yeah. I know you can also, kind of like what Rebecca was saying, you can save whatever you're working on in Google Docs as a PDF. That's quite handy. Okay, do we have anything in here? Oh, we did. A beach table. It's mine now. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna put some money down here. 60, no, not 60. 600. 600k. You know what I don't miss as well? Being in school. Maybe it's a bit different these days. I remember again, my later semesters at school, we had to use something called Turnitin, where you'd like digitally submit your assignment and it would check to see if it was plagiarized at all. I assume that's still probably pretty standard. Before that though, most, if not all of my assignments were handed in physically. Like you'd have to print it out. And oh my goodness, the panic after the summer months when I'd come back to school and I'd be like, oh, I gotta print something, and then you remember to print it like just before you have to leave, and like the printer's out of ink, or like it doesn't have yellow and it needs yellow to make black for some reason. Oh, hi buddy. It is still used. Jude was talking about it with marking. Yeah, no, we had school printers, but I was always so nervous to go there because it was always so busy. And of course, after I graduate, my mom invested in an inkjet printer. I think that's the term. It like doesn't dry up. It's really nice for when she needs to print anything, but now of course I don't need to print anything. Let's see here. I figured you need a little pick-me-up, so I bought you something nice. Oh man, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot it at home. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Whoopsies. How did that car get into this town? How does that giraffe fit inside said car? I like to think she drives with her neck out the window. I don't have an answer for question 1. But I think she drives with her head out the window. Yeah, most everything's digital these days. It's interesting. I think when I was in school, there was a weird in-between period of things being very digital, but also very old school still. Mr. Bean sitting on top of his car, yes. Oh, that's a boot. I had a lot of teachers that refused to accept anything unless it was 12-point font times New Roman. Certain spacing. I graduated 2020, so typing and printing stuff out was very accessible, but my school wouldn't allow it, and we could only handwrite in cursive? That got very extra when it came to writing 2,000-word papers. Oh my god. I remember, would have been mid to early 2000s, my teachers being like, oh, you better get used to writing in pen because you're not going to be allowed to write in pencil when you get to, like, the next grade. Oh, there's a balloon. Or you better get used to writing in cursive because you won't be able to write, you know, standard, like, what would you call it? Like, just handwriting? When you get to the next grade, neither of those things happened. No one cared. Printing, that's the one, thank you. Mike writes cursive still. I don't. There we go. They don't accept pencils in the higher leagues, yep. You've never written in cursive? We had to learn, but I never actually used it. Flying saucer, wow. Oh, drill, yes, that was the other one. You're not gonna always have a calculator. Of course they didn't know about, like, phones were gonna be such a big thing. Hi, Mai, how are you doing? But, yeah. Forced us to join our handwriting, and as soon as I got to high school when I was 11, yeah, you're like, nah, I'm good. I just never stopped. I'm like 3 people. Yeah, no, Mike is one of those people, too. He just kind of continued doing it. I didn't like it. Even my mom, which is so funny, because back then it would have been a lot more, like, forced. Her signature is not even in proper cursive. She just has a really pretty signature, but it's not actually cursive. Ash, welcome. We're talking about school and like I was gonna say the good old days, but maybe not good always. And I'm doing some fishing. I'm currently, what am I hunting for actually? I caught the loach and I caught the pale chub. I'm looking for a pond skater, the birdwing butterfly, the goldfish, the guppy. I've already caught the frog. Sorry, just marking things that I didn't already mark, apparently. Yeah. A lot of fish. A lot of little fish in the river. Graphing your trick frequently, you're gonna have a calculator, and they'll expect you to use it. Yeah, they expected us in college to buy a Texas Instrument TI 100 some odd calculator. I can't remember the official title. That thing's expensive. At least it used to be. And it was like required that you had it. You need to learn the basics before you can add anything on top. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, 83 or 84. That sounds about right. I still have mine somewhere. Still have it. Insisted that I use cursive through high school because my print is illegible. It's taken years of practice to make my print remotely decent. I even had someone compliment my print writing the other day. Look at you go. But yeah, no, school's not for everyone. It wasn't everyone's favorite time for sure. Handwriting is shite. Did you have exam rules like you couldn't have the wrapping on a water bottle? Yep. Yep, you couldn't have the wrapping on a water bottle. You couldn't have that calculator had a case to it or like a slide cover. Couldn't have that. There are a whole bunch of rules actually. It was impossible to read, yeah. That must have been an interesting process of learning essentially how to write again. We actually just bought a TI 84 with Python for hubbing for college, yeah. It's also why AI is such a problem. People don't learn the basics since they don't feel like they have to, so they also don't learn anything on top. Yeah, as in they can't. Yeah, that is a bit concerning. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Isabel, yeah, there was one girl, I'll never forget her. She was in my middle school. And she had probably the most gorgeous print writing I have ever seen. Absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, oh, I wish I could write as pretty, but my writing's okay. I wouldn't say it's hard to, I mean, it's very legible and it's relatively decent, just not as pretty maybe. I was in a group with her one day, and we were writing on like a big piece of paper, like really, really big, and we were going to be pinning it to the board at the front of the class. Do you guys know what I mean by that? Hi. And I watched her writing, and what she'd do is she'd turn it fully sideways and write essentially almost like up and down. It was very interesting. Toffee, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely people like that at a lot of the schools I went to. Look, I have the perfect item for you. I kind of stumbled onto it. Anyway, the price is 940 bells, and that's with all the bells and whistles. Okay. It's new, whatever it is, I'll take it. But wait, if you order now, we'll send you this amazing screwdriver for free. Wow, next year I'm going to totally try something like that. Teaching first grade. Had to be able to write clear enough for the kids. I think most of my teachers had pretty good handwriting. There's a few that definitely weren't used to writing on the board yet. I remember actually in middle school, I had a friend who made a comment about the way I wrote the letter A, like lowercase. And that little comment was enough to make me entirely change it. I still write my A's the way that I changed to back then. Oh, hey, goldfish. Yay. I still write them differently. Goldfish. Hot. The transition between chalk whiteboards to interactive boards. The first... Hey, Matilda, welcome on in. What game did you get? The first year my middle school had those, like, touch boards. The white ones. Oh, Matilda, I hope you enjoy. Mike's been enjoying it. I feel like either the teachers didn't know how to use it, they weren't trained in it, or none of them wanted to bother because they essentially just used it as a new projector screen. They'd like have like the projector that they put up with like the clear plastic pieces of like whatever we were learning, worksheets or whatever. Yeah, the overheads, yeah. And like they didn't actually use it. And then one day, I remember, this was in high school, we had a substitute and they came in and they grabbed a marker and they started drawing on or writing on the touch board that wasn't turned on. That was pretty bad. Yeah. Now I'm curious what the A looked like before and after. If I was able to like show you, I would. In my youth, I once had a goldfish in my room. His name was Sir Blithers. Goldfish are actually quite sociable creatures. At least they are when they're being fed, that is. Who can resist them? I had to subdue that, they were fine. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember if I saw them again after that. You knew it was a good day when they rolled out the CRT. You'd hear the chanting of Bill, Bill for Bill Nye the Science Guy before it even turned on. It's good days. Oh. I'm overwhelmed. Oh, I think Mike has been like ignoring the main story and just going off and just getting into mischief. I have no idea what he's doing. It might surprise you, but I wanted to be a pop star when I was younger. I could sing and dance and people said I could make it, but there was just one thing I didn't have. I'm not touching that first one. What was it? Well, I guess you could call it courage. It may not seem like it. Oh, there's a balloon. I was really quite shy back then. Good luck. I'm not doing that one. I don't want to be mean. Okay, I don't like running. I don't like running. There we go. Oh, really? Nah, I grew up watching Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oh, come on. I don't like the balloons. The second balloon. I got the first one. Oh, okay, fine. So I just gotta thank you for being so cool to me, because, you know, I can get kind of crabby sometimes and I start mouthing off. If I ever moved away or something, I want you to still think, oh, is this a picture? I want you to have something. Here. This is my picture. Here's hoping you like it. Oh, thank you! Even if it's a freak accident caused us to be separated by a huge distance, then this picture will watch your every move, just like I would if I were there. Oh gosh, you'll never get away from me. Oh. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that anymore. Shiny, welcome on in. Hang tight. I feel like I've missed. Mm. I only had single class of the smart board math in grade 11, and she used that board to the full extent. It was awesome. Yeah, I don't think I ever had a teacher who actually really used it fully. Poncho, Poncho's moved out. I commented, like, I made a little comment for you in one of the episodes when Poncho moved in. He gave me his picture and then he left. But look at all them pictures we're collecting. You know what? I've just realized I do have a way to show you guys my A. That sounds suspicious. I meant like the letter. Hang tight. Hang tight. This is big brain thinking here. I literally just don't have a pen and paper in front of me, but I do have a stylus in my phone. I do have a stylus in my phone that I could use. Seems like the room of a suit. Don't say that. Maybe a little bit. I need to get back to my doodles. I want to draw some more. Okay, so the way I used to do an A... I have to put it down so I can, like, actually write here properly. Oh, that's really small. Here, I'll just... That's how I used to do an A. Like a lowercase one, right? Makes sense? Right? And then the way I'll do an A these days... Like that. See the... Oh god. Undo! That's how I do it still. Well, this girl made a comment and I was feeling self-conscious, so I changed it to that. That's how I write. There we go. I still do it the first way. Probably faster. Oh, goodness me. Yeah. That girl wasn't the nicest. I have not so good stories with her, unfortunately. Show everyone your A's in the Discord. Oh goodness, I'll write down all my letters so y'all can see them. How a computer would write it, essentially, yeah. Yeah. Essentially the first one, yeah. What else am I looking for? I think there's just one more fish I can catch right now. I closed down my app, that was smart. To do some writing today on paper and it was bad. So I could find the guppy or the killifish. I am, yeah. I think it is. It's the ACWW tracker. I think it's called, or something like that. I don't think that's gonna be it anyway. Both of those fish are gonna be a bit bigger. No, a bit smaller. So one's tiny but rare. This other one has like a peak of like June through August, so like technically I could catch it now, but chances of me actually finding it are a bit more slim. Apple Pencil needs charging. Oh no! Yeah, I want to get back. I was doing some drawings at the beginning of the year and I was having a lot of fun with it. And then I just kind of got busy. The last thing I drew was Bonbon, actually. I challenge you to some draw-offs. That could be fun. Okay, I did a little pom-pom. A little drawing. He wasn't, like, shaded or anything yet, but he's there. It was fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was I was planning tater emotes in here because I want to draw my own, at least one of my own emotes. Because I used to have one of my own emotes, but I didn't draw it. I just like made it in an image program. Can I shake trees while holding nets? No, I cannot. Okay. Does anyone know the strat for catching bees in this? I feel like this is going to be very chaotic. See, it's so funny because like I started doing that little doodle thing. I was doing like daily doodles essentially. And I started doing that. Oh god, there they are. Okay, so I'm gonna run. Oh, they're so fast. What the heck? How does that work? Did I have a big gap? I don't even know. Oh right, I'm so used to the newer game where you can like pick up the remains. What was I saying? Drawing, right. I was getting so into it and I was doing it daily and I was thinking, I was like, oh, like maybe I should ask for like a proper little tablet or something for my birthday. Cause like I'm just literally doodling on my phone, which is obviously a very small screen. And then I got sidetracked and I stopped doodling and then I didn't even remember to ask for that for my birthday. I remember how to do it, but I've never done it successfully. Do you want to share? Because, like, I remember, I know in, I think, New Leaf and New Horizons, my strat was to shake the tree, run north, turn around, open up the menu. And then, you know, take out your net, swing. And that generally works. But that was way too fast. I move way too slow. I am but a small little character. There we go. Okay. But a humble being. I have very short legs, both IRL and in this game. And I can't run that fast. Oh, I don't think I told you all yet. Mildly embarrassing. Building a church in Pokopia, but I haven't been to one in a hot minute. Do you have to sit? Do they have you sit in gamer chairs there? Yeah, I think you should definitely put some gamer chairs in, just for, you know, realism. You have to run in circles to give yourself some distance before opening your inventory and swapping to the net, then catching. Oh. Oh, I don't like that, because I have too many flowers that I'm going to end up running over. That sounds terrible. I don't want to do it anymore. I say as I'm shaking trees. But yeah, no, the other day, I told Ark about this already. Ark already knows the slight embarrassment. I went out for my walk with Mike, and we do pretty long, like just under, I think, 6-kilometer walk. Every few days. We try to go very regularly when it's nice and warm out. And, I've never had a problem, you know, except for just after COVID, where I was, like, I don't know why I'm trying to put it there. I didn't have the stamina anymore. COVID really knocked me out. So the other day we're walking, we're on a good pace, And all of a sudden I feel like something stabbed me in the most awkward place. It was this very, very select area underneath a booty cheek, but on an upper thigh. In the back, if you know what I mean. Like, kind of that kind of zone. And I thought I was stung by something. I thought that I got stung almost in the ass by a bee or something. I was like, oh, that's painful. Like, what the heck is that? I pulled a muscle. I wasn't stung. I'm fine. But it's such a stupidly selective space that is still a little bit sore. And the way I was describing it to Mike... Oh. Have I caught the spider already? I think I have. The way I described it to Mike was like... You know, imagine you've done like a really strenuous leg workout, or you did a lot of walking one day, and the following day your legs are like kind of sore. Oh, that's new! Nice! It was like that, but only in that specific section. And it was very uncomfortable. Okay, here, let me just mark off. I'm glad I caught that, because I wasn't positive. It didn't say that there was the spider currently available, so that's fun. Let me just see if I can't find the spider in here. There it is. Room, hello, how are you doing? Graphics are a little crunchy, right? That's my goal. I want to have to crawl out of the gym. Itsy, let me donate this and I'll check out that video. Oh, you had a lot of lawn care stuff going on, yeah. Think of nothing more pungent than becoming entangled in a spider's web after thrashing about. You think you got it all off, but no, indeed. A little tickle on your neck and you thrash anew. Ugh, such foulness. There we go, new bug. Not what I was after, but I'll take it. Okay, I'm gonna get some coffee, and then I'm gonna check out Itsu's video here. You gotta wipe them. God, the worst is when you get like a little bit of sunscreen on your glasses and then it's like impossible to clear off properly. And then it's just smudged. Discord. Not the thrashing. Alright, mute. And let me see here. How does one catch a bee? Oh wow, you know this is gonna be good because it was posted 17 years ago. And it has some like Windows Movie Maker stuff in front of it. The usual. I wish they would have just cut right to the part where they encountered the bee instead of like them going around shaking trees. That would have been nice. Oh, there we go. Okay, the bee nest has, or the beehive has fallen. Okay, so let me see. So they running. They running. This is terrifying. I don't even have sound on and I'm anxious. Oh. That's okay. I thought when you were saying running in circles, I assumed you meant like big, like I've seen like old videos back in the day of people trying to catch the tarantula. I think it was in like City Folk, and like it looked like they were like running all around the town. This is slightly less daunting. Could you expect anything less from the legendary Brewster's Blend? Unregistered hypercam? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. The very first, like, gameplay videos I ever recorded, not even on this channel, there was like, there was a way I was able to record, but in very low quality, but also with a massive delay, and it was really bad. It was so bad. Yeah, closer to like a triangle. I'll give it a try. I don't think I'm gonna be successful, but I shall at least try. I'm gonna try in areas where there are not as many flowers. Yeah, I'm not sure how many more, like how many bees spawn in this one, but... They add that to their stream. I love it. It's like 3 or 4. Okay. Ooh. Coffee maker from my tree. I'll take it. I have a whole ass, like, Keurig Nespresso machine falling from my trees. Oh, there's another spider. No, thank you. Tree coffee. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to... Oh, they just catch up really... Like, there's, like, very limited time, so I need to do the circles, like, in that area. I can't, like, try to get somewhere with more space. Jeez, okay. Okay. That kind of concerns me. That almost limits me a bit. Maybe I should. I'll just be like, hey, could you do this for me? I could ask Mike, but Mike would probably trample my flowers. Not intentionally, but like, you know, to get the job done. I'm sorry, but I was lurking and the sound effects were hilarious. But recorded as well, yeah. Get your unregistered hypercam out, and then, record it for me. Okay. I don't understand how they did that. Because the bee was not that close when I paused, but then they continued moving, obviously, as you're paused. How did you do this? They don't pause when you're in a pause menu. I don't get it. What? I'm calling hacks. It is hot in here, and you're bringing in warm food? Sorry. He keeps going for a bit after you turn, which means you can gain distance every turn. We're not gonna get this today. It is, yeah. This is on RetroArch for retro achievement purposes. I've already been over here. I'll... Yeah, okay, fair. I was gonna say, I'll leave it. I respect it, game. I respect it. Don't have to like it. Hey, at least I got a coffee maker out of that tree. And some bells. And a spider. I didn't have the spider beforehand, and I thought I did, and I didn't, so that is good. Hi. No worries, Sparks. I hope the rest of your workday goes well. You're not doing anything big, right? Of course not. That's why you gotta sneak a peek at this ladder. Young Roscoe, you'll always second-guess yourself. Think of all the time you'd save if you stopped doubting yourself. The voice of reason. How was it? You kind of feel queasy, right? But you know, I think that's what I like best about it. Hey. Huh. I'm gonna sell off this coffee maker for some more bells because this game has like a harsh limit on how much furniture you can have in each room, as I found out. There we go. Okay. We have like an hour and a half left. What do you guys think we should do? Yeah, it's actually really funny. This is such a random one-off experience, but when we were playing Magical Melody on stream, I think it was my 170 came in and was like, oh, there's a way to like, on the original version, you can tell when you're in the mines where to dig to move to the next floor. But on emulator, we couldn't see like the visual like little look on the tiles that would show you where to go. And I had to turn down the settings to essentially act as if it was not running on better hardware and that it was running on original GameCube. And then I could see it. We could do some Pogopia. We could try finding Cobalion, but that means fighting with Philippe. I could work on the Fire Red decks. A Steam game. I could see what I have installed. Yeah. I'm down. Like, honestly, whatever you guys want to do.